I wanted to hold back. I didn't want, because we talked about how he's racist. So the very first second that you hear the act, you're like, how did this go to racism? And here we go.
I grabbed some caviar. I buried it real far, you won't believe it. How I retrieved it while singing hobble do hobble doogie. But there's more. Hobble.
Okay, so I have to explain something here.
Okay, yeah, like explain just any of it at all.
Yeah.
None of it makes any fucking sense to me, man. I don't know what was that.
Hobble de gee is how he says sex. So if you were to say, I want to have sex with this woman, you would say, I'd like to hobble de gee. Okay?
Is that just a word that he came up with out of thin air, or do you know any reasoning behind it?
I've not found a reasoning behind it other than this is what he does.
Her heart did flutter, hobble. As I grabbed the peanut butter, I smeared that skippy right on her pippy while singing hobble, do hobble, do ha.
Wait, no, hang on. Felix, can you help me? Are you understanding what it...
So he's putting peanut butter in her pussy.
Bippy.
And
but I'm going to assume that means her pussy, right? Like, knowing Grease Man.
Context clues. Using context clues and knowing Grease Man.
But that's... Okay, is she like...
Is the dog going to be involved? Right, because that's what I think of when I think of smearing peanut butter, is that, famously a dog will lick that off.
Does she just, like, not get wet? Or, like, why peanut butter? Like, this is, like... Man... Like, with other shit we've listened to, like, when we listen to, like, bad shit, we listen to, like, old Opie and Anthony, or, like, Mancow, it's, like, it doesn't make you feel quite this bad.
I know.
This is, like, almost, like, bordering on, like, absurdist. This is, like, one of those pictures that they use to, like, give you schizophrenia.
I feel like super confused, and like, so I'm it's like I'm spinning around in a room and I can't get my bearings, but every single direction is definitely horrible and I hate it. That's how I feel about it.
This is like, combine the feeling you get when you're like 6 and reading the funny pages and you accidentally read Doonesbury. And then like the feeling of, lying down in the morning, you like maybe smoke your vape or smoke a cigarette, get up too fast. Yeah. That disorientation. Yeah. But then add like a minor injury. Add like pulling your back or something.
Yeah, pulling a muscle in your leg or something. Yeah, definitely.
All those things combined just like I feel like an atavistic desire to like attack something.
And if you guys could see Brian, he knew how much that we were gonna hate this, and he's so happy about it. He's happy
delighted
with himself.
You know what? I've been listening to this guy for over a week. So
I just looked at this and I just saw that it's 30 seconds into a 2-minute and 30-second clip.
Yeah, we're...
Now I had it made. I grabbed the marmalade. That thing was sloshy and fun to nosh while singing apple boogie.
So he put marmalade and peanut butter on the bippy and then ate it. That is the joke.
Okay. I thought he was doing that as a precursor to that vaginal penetration. He was doing that
and
in
I thought he was
lieu.
going to get a dog involved, so we were both wildly incorrect. It was less creative than either of those.
No, yeah. But like, why is it like a German song? I mean, he's a German man. He's a very German-looking person. He has a German name. His mom's like a German, straight from Germany.
But yeah, I'm not sure what, like, I don't know the context of it. I don't know where it came from. And I'm also sort of suspicious as to why Brian stopped it. I'm wondering what was it, the racist thing that came up next?
No, it was just, I want to get I feel like playing a song was unfair now.
Okay.
And I feel like I have to be fair and play an actual bit.
And so guess what? Guess
I'm
what,
gonna get
everybody? You're gonna have to hold on a little bit longer to hear some of that classic Greaseman racism.
Yeah,
but I promise you, it's coming.
I need 2 beverages to deal with this.
Yeah. So Felix is going to get 2 beverages.
Yeah, I mean,
He's going to, let's see, he's going into his fridge. Yep, he's grabbing both now.
Hey, Street Fight friends and family, guys, gals, non-binary pals. How is your 420 going? Mine's been good. Been fucking and smoking and sleeping all day. Just woke up from a nice dab nap, so it's time to do the show. That's why I'm here. It's my job. Do it every week. Been doing it for 11 years now. We'll continue to do so. We are Street Fight Radio, the #1 anarcho comedy radio show on any station across the nation. My name is Brett. My co-host is Brian. You know him as Murder X Brian on Twitter. And you can always listen to us on WCRS LP FM 92.7 or 98.3, or just head over to WCRSFM.org to find out about all of the wonderful Columbus community radio programs that are available to listen to from any device. I am running out of things to say, but coming up with stuff right now. We did the show Hito Brett last night, the first episode of Hito Brett. We did it with Brian. We got some good questions. A lot of people sent in questions, so we got to answer those, and that was fun. We talked about The Ultimatum, that new awful reality show that's on Netflix, and we talked about mostly sharing a bed. I think sharing the bed was 20% of the podcast. And that will be coming to Patreon on Friday, patreon.com/StreetFightRadio. Just $5 gets you an extra Street Fight every single week, plus 100 more that's already in the can. So get in there.
yeah. What's up? How's it going?
Pretty good.
Yeah,
It's okay.
I'm insane. I went to the doctor today because I'm still dizzy, and he said, you're fine.
He said you're like dizzy like a 1950s housewife.
Yeah, no, he just was kind of, he offered me like one little thing, like one medicine, and I said, I don't need that. If you think I'm not dying, I'm fine. I am very happy to just go along with my life feeling really dizzy for the rest of my life. For however long this lasts. So.
Like spinning?
It's not spinning.
Bad footing?
I can walk. It just, things look weird. It is very hard to explain. Very hard.
It's like
I've been trying to explain it for 4 days.
the anxiety glasses came off maybe. This is reality. It's dizzying.
Yeah, because the anxiety's not there. You know?
Okay.
I don't have the like feeling in the pit of my stomach or anything like that, which is...
You were worried enough to make a fake hospital visit though.
Well, no, I figured I needed to have it looked at 4 days in. You know? Like... And I have a ketamine appointment tomorrow. I didn't want to go to that without talking to somebody else because those people, you know, they're just like, I want you to come in and get this ketamine. You know, like, I don't want you to come in here and pay $500. Like, they're not going to tell me not to do it, you know?
They're just going to send you a Stewie Griffin meme.
Yeah. They said, I don't know, it's out of your system in 8 or 9 hours. And I'm like, okay. And I Googled it, and, like, there's a lot of people there's people on Reddit that have the same issue. And... same thing that they called the ketamine place they went to, and they were like, "Oh, you know, you're fine. You can come back in."
So other ketamine people had this
Yes.
problem.
Yes,
It's common.
Yes,
Ish. Or how common?
I don't know how few people I saw on Reddit just like really only a few. And I told my doctor, I was like, I don't want to discontinue it because it's making me not have that anxious pit in my stomach. And it's an incredible feeling.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it is just a feeling like I feel like I'm on cloud 9 in that respect because it's been several years since it's been gone. I don't even know how to deal with it being gone. Like I all day been like, I wish this dizziness went away because man, I'd be a normal ass motherfucker.
Sure.
I'd be the most normal dude in the world if the dizziness went away now.
There's
So
that one thing holding you back.
yeah.
Just the one.
Yeah. And it might even just be like sinus stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, because it does have that feeling of like when your sinuses are fucked up, you feel like disconnected.
Your head cold, yeah.
Yes. It feels kind of like that, but I don't have any of that.
Like
stuff.
NyQuil brain? Or
Yes.
head?
Yes. It feels a lot like Dayquil.
Dayquil, I meant, yeah.
Yeah. It feels like a lot like I'm on Dayquil.
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 Okay.
That's how people I grew up around would say Dayquil. Mm-hmm. You know? So, happy 420, everybody. I mean...
Yeah, time to celebrate. It was Bicycle Day yesterday.
What's Bicycle Day?
The Albert Hoffman discovered LSD.
Okay. So you go take a bike ride on LSD?
Yep.
Yeah?
I did not do that. I should have.
Yeah, because he fucking took it, and then he got on his stupid bike. Probably one big wheel, one little wheel bike. And he was just riding home, and he was like, whoa, I'm tripping, and then laid down in the grass. I remember reading that. I mean, back when I was in high school, every now and then they would ask you who your heroes were. And Albert Hoffman, Charles Manson, and I don't remember who the
Timothy
other one
Leary.
was. Yeah, I never got to Timothy Leary. I did.
Burroughs.
Yeah. Oh, no. I didn't read any of that. I just, like, Albert Hoffman
Hunter
was
S.
something.
Thompson.
Yeah, Albert Hoffman was something I saw
Right.
where acid came from.
Right.
Because I reading something, and I was like, he's a hero?
Yeah.
Charles Manson? Hero. And he's not even, was never a hero.
You're just trying to make your teacher mad.
Oh, God. Me and Jason, my brother, we took this course. We took this course in school for idiots when I was in town. I mean,
School for Dummies. They used to not be a book.
Yeah, literally for the dumbest people on the planet called crafts.
Crafts?
It was a class called crafts. And you like went to class and you, I don't know, we made like string art. We made...
How old?
16.
16.
He was even older. Jason was like 2 years over me. But yeah, we took this course and they had us make cut out pictures from a magazine.
Collage?
Put it on.
Like a storyboard or to create art or to like create a vision board?
Put it on a poster board and just create art.
Whatever inspires you.
Yeah, so what inspired me was a picture of Charles Manson going like this with a Jolt Cola 22, and then the whole entire rest of the collage was cigarettes.
Okay.
I wish I still had it, because when the teacher would come and see what we were doing at our table, she would get so
horrified,
mad at us. You know what I mean? We're always doing satanic stuff.
Well, they're so easy. Why are those people so easy? I hate to like be on the side of bullies, but like sometimes nerds are just so easy to get a rise out of. They just bring it on themselves.
Yeah, you can't put cigarettes all over everything. Or Jason we had to do this ceramic hand.
Like dip it in a
clay hand. I don't even know.
You make it? Or,
yeah, you like carve it out and shit like that. And
yeah.
First of all, Jason made it like this and tried to put like a hole through the middle so he could make a bowl out of it.
You're doing the shaka, the hang loose.
Yeah, the hang loose. So you would suck out of here and the bowl would go here. And he really cleverly tried to do it. But when he added the bowl, teacher was like, you're not doing that here.
Yeah.
So he had to start over.
Oh, no.
And when he started over, I think he made it like the hand just looked like a regular hand. And then he painted what was like definitely marijuana leaf looking things on it.
The Buckeye leaves.
Yeah. And then he wrote Bud on it.
Okay.
And the teacher was like, you can't do a weed project. You got to
Right.
cut it out. Called my parents and everything. My fucking parents are getting ready to go up to the school, and they're like, Jason, why did you write Bud on the hand? And he was like, I named it after our cat because we had a cat named Bud.
Oh, perfect.
So when my parents went in, they were like, it's named after his cat. These aren't even marijuana leaves. So
That's good parents.
It was, yeah, because they weren't like weed leaves. They
Okay.
didn't have the look of a weed leaf, but it was very clear what he was getting at.
Sure.
With the thing, but it looked more like vines, and it was so goddamn. It's so funny when you outsmart the prudish teacher.
Yeah.
Having a cat named Bud
Helps.
they came in clutch.
Yeah.
At that time, but yeah, it was such a weird class, dude. I remember they had us doing string art. It was one of the last things we did, and Jason was making his, and he's like, kind of string arting, and I'm string arting, and my buddy's string arting, my buddy Steve is string arting. We're just having the time of our life. Teacher comes over, she's like, oh my God, you guys are doing a really good job with this string art. And then I was sitting across from Jason, and he pulled the strings tight and pulled it up, and it was a pentagram. She went nuts for satanic stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that was what sent her over the edge.
Yeah.
And it was satanic stuff and cigarettes, and both of them were so goddamn funny to me. Like, just because you shouldn't be afraid of Satan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's powerful stuff. One of my friends, Lauren, got sent home because the religious teacher didn't like that she had a T-shirt that said, Jesus is my co-pilot, and we crashed in the mountains, and I had to eat him.
Oh, God. Get out of here. That's a jokey shirt.
Yeah, she was so pissed about it. She wore, like, denim skirts every day. She was that kind of religious, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking long-ass hair that's all wrapped up in a bundle.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Teachers, I don't know. You're right. I never think about how easy they are to, like when you got a religious person, like, all you have to do is say something like, I want the power of Satan in my heart to carry me through this day. And they're like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, they're running around like they're on fire or something like that. Very funny. Very funny. But yeah, crafts. It's always funny when I talk about some of the courses I took. And because another course I took was called Heroes and Villains. And you just learned about heroes and villains.
What is that? Not the concepts, or just different ones throughout time?
Just different ones. Like, and then at the end you do a project where you like have to write a report about a hero. I did Kurt Cobain because it was 1994.
Sure.
It was just kind of like, yeah, I'll do it. But yeah, basically it was like you go in and watch movies about heroes and stuff and villains. It was so fucking funny it's so fucking funny to me to think about, like, some of these courses I took were totally just to get me to pay attention to anything. You know what I mean? Like, Heroes and Villains is a class that, like, I paid attention to if the villain, like, I didn't pay attention to the Hitler ones and stuff, because it's like, yeah, he's a villain. We all fucking know that.
Yeah.
But when they start teaching about, like, the villains and stuff that are, like, just lesser known villains, I was into it. I liked it. But yeah, Groveport High School had some of the, I can't think of, like, we should ask that on Sunday. The people's, like,
worst classes
offered. Dumbest course offerings and stuff like that. Sam Kane in the chat said heroes versus villains is the dumbest way to understand history. And he's totally right. Because basically when you call somebody a villain, you're just saying, like, this is a bad person. You're not saying why they're a villain. You're literally just saying, like, this is a bad person. And you can't look at the nuances of why they did some of the things they did. You know, because I just remember the teacher saying, like, you know, Hitler is a villain, and like only telling you the stuff that was, like, the stuff you already knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just imagining a class of, like, it's like if a picture of Indiana Jones and you're like hero or villain. It's like Darth Vader and you're like hero or villain.
I mean, close. And they like it was an odd course. Again, I had an English class and they go bring in 6 songs and then write a story about each song. No cuss words in the song. And as you can imagine, in 1996, finding a song without cuss words for high school students, nearly impossible. So,
yeah.
I didn't even do that project. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I was so weird in high school. I was just, it was, you can really tell from me how I ended up that, like, they could have never won with me. I just was always going to hate it. You know?
Yeah.
They should have sent me somewhere else.
Yeah.
Maybe jail until I turned 18 or something like that. They should have there's 100 better things they could have been doing. I could have been Mike Rowan it up, you know?
Yeah. You had to learn how to do electrician work or something?
Yeah. I would have taken a sweat pledge when I was 18 in a second. You think you would? You wouldn't think it's bullshit?
No, I would say, to be completely honest, that I was really stupid and like didn't apply myself. But for some reason, I was like, there's no way I'm doing like a manual labor job or anything like my fucking dad. He's miserable and broken and we don't have any money. I was hoping to just do anything with computers that would get me away from a job. But now I actually am like, I would consider even now to go to the pipe fitters union and go figure out to do that. It seems way more fun and interesting and a better way to spend my time than any other job that I would want, you know.
You're right. I mean, I was the same way, dude. It was like when I was in, I don't know what grade I would have been in, but I felt like my dad and like everybody in my life was like, you do not want to have a manual labor job. You need to sit at a computer. Your job should be sitting at a computer, and that's what you got to work towards. And like, that's what I did. And I think that's such a, well, how do I say
it's honest because we don't value anybody that doesn't sit in front of a computer. Those are the best jobs if you sit in front of a computer all day.
That's true. That is
true.
True.
Those people own houses. Those people get paid for doing fucking nothing at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And plumbers and landscapers are treated like shit.
So I have a video I want to play that my daughter hit me to. Yet another political ad. Got another political ad. Brett don't need to see this. It's really the sound.
It's Ohio?
What the guys is. It is. It is Ohio political ad from Tim Ryan.
Are we showing it to everybody?
Yeah, we can show it.
I want to see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, here it comes, Brett. You can look over at that screen. This ad that Gwen played me is... I want people to understand from the beginning. Democrat. This is not a Republican. This is the Democrat. Remember Tim Ryan ran for president last year, or the last time, and he got like 0.02% of the vote.
Yes.
You know, so here
this looks like Tim Robinson from Everybody Leave or whatever.
That's
show
true.
Is.
He does have a Tim Robinson look, and when you hear the ad, you get Tim Robinson vibes. So here we go.
It looks like he's about to start talking about shitting his pants or something in front of everybody.
Yeah, he got in trouble for this ad, by the way.
Okay.
This ad got him in trouble.
Tim Ryan, the Democrat.
Tim Ryan,
governor?
Democrat. No, he's running for Senate.
Senate, okay.
Right now. Our governor is Mike DeWine, who I get a text every day from this guy named Jim Renacci that is like, Mike DeWine is basically Bernie Sanders.
Oh.
You got to get him out of here.
Okay.
Man. He's way too liberal. And it's just funny.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Definitely China. One word, China. It is us versus China. And instead of taking them on, Washington's wasting our time on stupid fights. Stupid fights.
Oh my God,
They
these videos, they just... Guys in hard hats are like, hey, I like what I hear. You hate the Chinese? You're a Democrat and you hate the Chinese.
I love the music for these because it sounds like a fucking car commercial every time to me.
Yeah, it's always like they said we couldn't get more towing power. New 2020 Dodge Ram with more towing power.
You think they got towing power in China? They don't even let you have towing power over in China. Digging. It's music you would think you're listening to when you're like digging a hole.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, just.
Yeah.
Or like in a movie. Like it's every commercial and every video this music's in.
It's like white guy blues. It's like white guys on a chain gang. Like what they're thinking in their mind.
That's what they think it would look like if that's what they
breaking
were
rocks. Clank.
It's
Clank. Clank.
It's what liberals think like the working class is like
That's what
going
the
through
music-
their head when they're at work.
That's all they hear when they drive by out of the truck, though.
Yeah, here it comes.
They promise us higher wages and lower prices. And instead, we got pink slips and now price increases. China's winning. China's winning. Workers are losing. Workers are losing. It's us versus them. Capitalism versus communism.
Smart. He's good. This sounds like an Ohio Democrat to me.
Yeah, I think.
I get in fights with these people all the fucking time.
Yeah, trying not to be a tanky about everything, you know? I think just avoid. If you're a Democrat, I think you just avoid yelling about communism.
Really?
I think you should.
What?
But I guess that's why they lose all the time. Well, no,
I think that
they
Democrats hate communism. I
Right.
think Democrats love America and like the flag and all that shit.
They do love that. You're right.
I think it's like a Rocky. I think that those people still think of Rocky IV as like one of the best movies ever made. I think that's seriously most millennials. That's their idea of why communism is bad, because Rocky IV.
Yeah, because of the steroids and
Yeah, because they use
all that
steroids.
stuff. They
And
cheated.
They lie.
Dude,
They cheated. They cheat at the Olympics.
you're fucking telling, dude. That is so true. Whenever I watch something, I watch a lot of sports docs. Just because, like last night, I was watching a foosball documentary about pro foosball players.
Nice.
Oh man, did I learn something on that? They got this. You know how you're not allowed to flip the foosball guy? You know what I'm talking about? Like when you play foosball, you're not allowed to like hit it real
slap
hard
it?
and have
Yeah.
it flip.
Sure.
They can't do a full rotation. It's
Yes.
not allowed to do a full rotation.
Gotcha.
This guy developed I can't believe I'm telling this. This guy developed a shot where you put the ball like right underneath the feet of the thing. So if you tried to swing it out, it wouldn't go.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's that far back. And then he put his wrist, he wears a wristband, put his wrist on the thing, and he just goes, whoop, and lifts his hand up and flips it out. That goddamn thing flies fast as hell. Doesn't do. And then they were like, I think that's an illegal shot. And he's like, no, it's not allowed to do a 360-degree rotation. But this is a 340-degree rotation.
Yeah. I've seen him do that.
With the like putting their wrist on the side of the thing.
I haven't seen putting the wrist on there.
Crazy. That show is nuts because like they're talking about in the 70s. This movie's talking about in the 70s. They were like on tour, on the foosball tour, and like some of the tournaments paid out $1 million.
Jesus. The guy that I played that was really good, he would put just the base of his fingers on there, and he would roll down and then grab with his palm to stop it.
Yeah.
That's what he would do. That's what it was. That was his like flip move.
It's so crazy that there's strategy in that game, like in
There's
a
every
weird
game.
way.
That's-
Not air hockey. Like you're never going to see a professional air hockey. You know what I mean? It's just kind of a slap it around thing. So
You gotta play your angles though.
I'm pretty good at it. So okay, here we go.
Versus them. Capitalism versus communism. I'm not backing down. Are you? No. China is out.
I love that. He feels
Give it
like
back.
he really fucking. I sat in front of all these working people, and I got them to say yes. They hate China.
Yeah.
If there's one thing we got in common, it's how much we hate China.
Yeah, go back a little bit.
Yeah,
Those dudes are.
they were good.
Those guys.
You-
Just like the worst guys.
Yeah.
Are
The
you?
worst of the whites.
China is out manufacturing us left and right. Left and right. Left and right. America could never be dependent on communist China. We got to go all in. We got to go all in, and that starts with investing into Ohio workers. It is time for us to fight back. We need to fight back. It's time to fight back.
So he recorded the
You
same
are
thing a dozen times, really tight with a small crowd.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not a mask to be seen, by the way. That's just a little something. He's a Democrat. You would think that they would have masks. Not a mask in sight.
What do you know about the Democrats, dude?
I mean,
They wanted it to be over last year.
that's true.
They threw all the kids back in school.
Good point.
I don't know. Yeah, they seem like it's over. I mean, the president literally said it was, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's a wild dude, though.
this weapon in this fight. We need to build things in Ohio by Ohio workers. Never bet against Ohio. I'm Tim Ryan, and I approve this message.
Yeah, like he wouldn't wear a mask because it's the same reason he calls people communists. Like he wants to be seen like he's tough, he's rough and tough.
Yeah. So
It's a virus from China.
he got in a lot of trouble for it. AAPI people, Asian people, were like, hey, could you not do like this kind of scare? Like there's Chinese people that live in America that aren't from China, that have never been to China. And it's just like when COVID starts, when you start stoking that thing, it causes problems.
Yeah.
And
You also you're being completely dishonest about how our whole economy is kind of held up by China. Like America cannot exist without China.
yeah,
He just wants
to take it off. Sorry,
He wants to beat them in just economic combat, I guess.
it is economic combat for sure. So
Communism versus capitalism.
I love it. It's a really good ad. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was More Perfect Union is a Twitter.
Okay, I don't know it.
It is all union news for the unions. You know what I mean? Like they post pictures from inside. They post pictures from Amazon. It's just it's a good news source. Actually,
Yeah, I
to
follow
tell you
them.
the truth. Yeah, they're great. Posted an Amazon workers thing from Easter
Okay,
because they had to work on Easter.
sure.
I don't even think Walmart's have to work on Easter, but maybe I'm wrong
Walmart's
about-
God-fearing. Amazon is God.
That's true. That's true. Jeff Bezos. All right. So I'm going to read this to you. It's off the screen. It's like one of the, I guess when you log into their system, you get the bulletins for the day.
Sure.
This is a pop-up bulletin incoming message for the people that work at Amazon.
On Easter?
On
It's
Easter.
people that went into Easter, this is the message they were met with.
They were met with. Thank you all for coming in on Easter Sunday. We're going to run a contest for P2. Anyone picking over a 310 rate will be entered in a raffle for a snack pack.
Oh, no! No. 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 A snack pack? Like the pudding?
No, it's got it in parentheses though.
Okay, I thought I'm thinking like one like cup of pudding.
No, it's water or soda. You can pick either water or soda. Which the soda, I mean, this is great for everybody. I would pick the soda just because it costs more than water.
yeah.
They're not going to give you a Fiji. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, I'm into that Waikiki, the Hawaiian volcano
I've done
water.
that one. Yeah, I think I do that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would go for.
Well, I don't think they're giving you that choice. I
Damn
think
it.
you're getting that Nestle water in the little bottles that they sell at grocery stores.
The super crinkly bottles with the slim ass cap.
Yeah, yeah. The cap that like I could use my fingernails to get through, and yeah, the crinkly bottle that you can smush to make it more quiet. So you get a water or a soda and a candy or bag of chips of your choice. Good luck, everyone, and thank you.
If you pick above 310,
310 over a 310 rate is what that is. Well, I mean,
is
we're
that
not
for the
gonna know
whole
what that
day?
is.
Is for the hour?
Yeah.
Yikes. I hope it can't be an hour because that's absurd.
But I mean,
Well, maybe it is. I guess every 5 seconds you're grabbing something.
Yeah, but it's like, why does this have to be a fucking raffle?
No,
That's
everybody
what I'm
that works
saying.
on Easter gets a snack pack, is what that email should say.
Yeah, they
A
should.
raffle. You do raffles for things that are more than $1,000.
TV. You do. You. At
Yeah,
work,
you say, yeah.
Yep.
We got, hey guys, we asked Jeff. He said we could grab an Xbox off a pallet back there and put it up for raffle today. You know, that's
Yeah.
a raffle. Now we're raffling.
Yeah, yeah. It's so weird to me, man. Like, you raffle. Even when I worked at the cable company, they would raffle TVs. They would raffle off like things that the channels, the network sent you. So I got like a tea kettle from the Food Network. But it's like, that's a tea kettle.
It's usable.
Which isn't useless.
Yeah.
A small bag of chips or candy and a snack, water or soda costs less than $2.
Yeah. We had, the whole, our warehouse fell apart at Abercrombie. Basically, they weren't even giving out real turkeys. They would give you a voucher to go get a free turkey during Thanksgiving. Yeah. It was from Honey Baked Ham too. So you had to go to the store, and you know that only about 25% of people were cashing that fucking coupon in. I got it for like 3 years, and never did a damn thing.
Yeah, why would you?
The next year, they went and bought a frozen turkey, kept it in the freezer, and they did a raffle for like 400 people.
Get out of my
for
life.
one fucking turkey.
Yeah.
But they got the small one too, and it was like a butterball from the fucking grocery store.
It wasn't like a farm to table situation.
No, it wasn't a good fucking turkey.
You can't raffle off any. You're right. Maybe you can raffle off something that is $200 and up.
200?
I think it's $200.
I would be excited to get. Yeah, I guess.
Maybe a hundo.
No, 100 is nothing.
Yeah, because Jeff Bezos could afford to give everybody 200.
100 is not enough to get me out of bed.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to think of what amount of money is worth working hard.
Yes,
like going to work and really working
on
fucking
Easter.
Hard on Easter,
giving them a 310 pick rate, which I'm guessing is either standard or maybe they just were asking for standard, but I don't believe that.
No.
I don't believe that. I think they were asking for above standard.
Yeah, I would say whatever the 310 is probably 10 more than they expect.
Right.
Like if you went to your review and you had a 300, they'd be like, yeah, you're average. You're just sitting here. You're like a regular Joe.
Sure. Yes.
But if you do 310, you might get like more of a raise or
a pudding cup.
If it was pudding.
A tapioca. They're like, oh, we only got tapioca too. Is that okay?
Yeah. I mean, that is the type of thing that if I want to raffle and somebody handed me one of those small bags of chips.
Oh my God.
I'd throw it I'd throw it at their face, dude.
I'd throw it right in the trash.
Yeah.
In front of them.
In front
of them, I would take it and fucking slam it in the trash.
Actually, I would do that, but I would also, before I did that, crush them all in the bag. Like you put them in my hands and crush them and crinkle them and dump the water on that guy's head because that is not a prize.
It's offensive.
It's not a prize.
It's serial killer mentality.
It is.
Whoever came up with this, it said we have. This is not kids. This is not trying to get third graders to put their book bags away. This is people going to their fucking job, and you're like, I'm going to give you a fun size bag of chips today. Maybe if you're good, you can get a bottle of water and some fun size chips.
Yes. And
quarter bag of chips.
This is a third grader thing. This is like when you were in school.
My kid loves Doritos. Doritos. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, when the teacher gives you food, it's just a really incredible.
Are we allowed
feeling.
to do this?
Yeah. The teacher's like, here's some fucking Teddy Grahams, and you're like, hell yes, I am in, baby. So we got a couple choices here to go with. We're gonna let the chat maybe pick this.
Okay.
I have a Dan Pena.
Oh no.
I have a Mancow.
Oh yes.
And I have a Pastor Greg Locke.
Oh, wow. The Holy Trinity.
It's a hell of a cast of characters. I don't know what people.
Dream Blunt rotation.
Dream Blunt, yes. That's hell. Man cow. Yeah, yeah.
I seen a guy bring spirits to life after smoking some of that.
Oh, he's freaked out now because he thinks that Apple is making a emoji of a pregnant man.
Yeah, I've seen this.
He's hot under the collar about that right now.
He is. I saw other conservatives posting about it.
Yeah, but 100% not real either. It can't be. It's definitely not real. Okay, they want Pena and Mancow both.
We gotta wait for some tiebreakers.
Here's the thing. I can probably do both Pena and Mancow. Don't think that's yeah, we'll do Pena and Mancow because Mancow's very short and so is Pena. Literally in stature too. Very short. So I wanted to play this because I haven't done a Shocktober in a while, and we've been, hitting political ads every now and then on here. So this is Mancow from his website. Title of the video is "Should Mancow Run for Governor of Illinois?" Very excited for people to see what it looks like when I'm watching Mancow over the whole month.
Okay.
So
he's reading this article, or wait?
No, he is just letting people know. This is from a few months ago.
Okay.
He's letting people know he's considering running for governor.
Got it. Okay.
And let's just check him out. I mean, we'll hear him. We'll hear him talk. Oh crap! Flub. Oh my god!
What happened?
I fucking hit the wrong thing.
Flubba-dubba-dub-dub.
Oh man, I feel so shitty about that because everybody could see it. All right, here we go. Here we go now.
I'm this close. For too long, you have lived in slavery.
He looks like a terrible... You've lived in slavery? He just said you've lived in slavery looking like a lounge singer in Las Vegas.
I mean, he sort of, to me, I kind of wish he'd shave the goatee.
Really? You think it's outdated?
Or, yes. Grow the sides out or something. I don't know what he's doing, dude. Because people are like, I can't grow the sides out. But the truth is, if you let it go long enough, the sides will grow out. Because that's what I had to do. Mm-hmm. I had to just keep letting it grow. I haven't shaved it in years now.
You gotta look like, you gotta get through the tough stages.
Yeah. The hairs have to
stages.
Get long enough to cover the patch.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
It's a classic look. It's an old look. He was popular when it was most hot.
Well, that's his logo looks like that too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his logo is like a black circle with him in white.
He also probably knows a lot of dirty jokes about goatees. And so he doesn't want to change that up because he'd have to learn new or different dirty jokes.
Truly the worst people are dirty jokes about goatees. There we go.
I have lived in slavery. I have lived in slavery.
Okay.
You don't know what freedom is in Illinois because you've never had it.
Okay, we agree. We agree.
Yeah.
There's no freedom in America.
I know, but he's not trying to make freedom happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his idea of freedom I'm not into either.
Yeah.
You've never had freedom. People don't know what it is because you've never had it.
Okay,
what is freedom? Freedom to have your own radio show on the morning that everybody has to listen to? Is that what the freedom that he wants back?
Yeah. I mean, he does believe, much like Tim Ryan, that communist China got him kicked off the air.
Oh,
that
really?
is his true belief.
Okay.
Yeah. That on his very last episode, which I can't get anymore.
China, man.
He said, communist China, they want me... He claims they wanted him to go on the air and do communist China talking points. And he wouldn't do it. So he left.
The radio station.
Yes.
Was like, we want you to pledge your allegiance to Chairman Mao, right? That's who the president of China is.
It's something, it's very strange because he never fully... It reminds me of when he got pulled off the air because of a Christian channel. The channel switched into a Christian channel that he was on, and you know, he didn't really fit there.
He believes
he's very Christian.
He believes harder than a lot of Christians I know.
That's true.
Most.
yeah, he does believe extremely hard. But he believes he got kicked off, and then the day after he got kicked off for the Christian channel, he's like, I'm actually glad they kicked me off because, now there's a new Christian channel in town.
Oh,
So
okay.
he always comes up with a reason why it's better that he's not on the air anymore.
Well,
And
that's good. I mean, that's better than facing it.
that's true. I mean, look at him, dude. The sunglasses, the weird shirt.
I like the glass. I just wish he didn't have them.
Why does he? I mean, why do DJs all wear sunglasses inside? I don't get that at all. All DJs do it. Howard Stern, sunglasses inside. Mancow, sunglasses inside.
I've never really thought about it, but you're right.
Yeah, I don't
is
know
it
why.
just because they're that lame and think it's a cool guy thing to do?
I mean, Howard Stern claims it's because his pupils look weird and he doesn't want people to see them.
Who was seeing them back then?
I don't know. One of the things I think for a lot of these guys, especially the guys that made their bones in the morning, is the bags under their eyes. They don't.
Okay.
They're on fucking radio, dude. You don't have to make video. It's not something. I remember I listened to Opie and Anthony for goddamn like a year before I ever saw what they looked like. Saw a picture of them. You don't. It's not a big deal. So here he is talking about slavery.
It really hit me on the 4th of July when I couldn't light a firecracker in the police state here.
Wait. What?
He couldn't light a firecracker.
Did someone stop? Who stopped him?
Police state.
That's his own mind. His mind is the police state. You can let off firecrackers wherever you want.
It's the police state.
No one's fucking stopping you from setting off firecrackers.
Nobody's ever stopped me from setting up. No cop has ever, and I hate the police, and I would love anything to be mad at the police. It would be my favorite thing in the world to yell at. I have never seen somebody get in trouble for fireworks.
I grew up with a dad that did a fireworks display out front most years instead of going somewhere, and never a problem.
I promise you. Maybe it's different in Illinois. Somehow I doubt it. And he's just saying it. Like, this is a thing he does. He's a guy that just says stuff.
And all the nonsense. There's been an overwhelming push for the last year. One of the main reasons I got out of radio was to run for governor.
What?
Now he's saying there's been an overwhelming push over the last year for him to run for governor.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a super grifter thing.
I would love to run.
You can also, you can convince people from around the country to give you money. And it just goes into whatever you want it to because you have to do events and things, while you're running.
Exactly.
Are you allowed to pay yourself a salary out of it? How does that work?
Yes. I think you can pay yourself a salary. You can pay your staff a salary. You can use it. It's basically the way you, I think, write off
everything.
Yeah, for taxes,
Yeah.
right? When you run a business, it's like, well, I had to go to Hawaii for a business trip.
Yeah.
I get to write that off.
There's a Chicago Bears bar in Hawaii that I had to go.
I don't think you're allowed to I'm willing to bet you're probably not allowed to travel outside of. Well, no.
No pleasure. No, they get in trouble for doing the wrong kind of trips, though.
But they always, they get to fly to D.C. to fundraise, and they get to fly to New York and California to do fundraisers. They're allowed to do that. And I don't know. It's never been explained to me what happens with the money after the election's over. Like, after he loses, where does the money, where does all that money go?
He has a book. Or CDs. He could probably buy $250,000 worth of it to hand out as campaign souvenirs or something too.
He's hiding from
so
that
easy.
Shit. He's hiding from that.
Though. Oh, he is?
He don't want anybody to hear those CDs.
Really?
They're dirty. I have them at my house. I have 4 of them. They're very dirty. I'm racist, really. Mostly racist.
Sure.
It's like they're dirty. And I think one of the funniest things about Mr. Cow is that, like, he says there are some things that are off limits.
Uh-huh.
Racism isn't one of them.
Right.
So.
Do both. My My intention was to begin my campaign immediately at the beginning of this year. My intention was also to announce a few things, but then some people think I got poisoned or I just got sick. I don't know.
He doesn't know.
You know,
Could it be?
I don't know.
It didn't feel like any stomach bug I had before.
Oh my God, you know he was walking around saying that, by the way. You know he was like, I don't know, man. I've never thrown up like that
It was
before.
coming out of both ends.
It was chunky. It was as chunky in a way it's never been. And
Yeah.
I Googled and it said there's a poison. He thinks somebody poisoned him
Yeah.
so he wouldn't run for governor.
That's what he tells himself when he wakes up.
Yeah.
I want to hear your feedback.
Okay.
I want to tell you that I am, and I'm sorry to do it like this. But you know, a trained dog, man, I'm from Suicide Falls, Missouri. A good hunting dog waits and goes.
Okay.
What?
The other dogs are running around chasing their tail. I've done that enough in my life.
But nobody
Why
knows
would-
nobody has any idea what you're talking. You have totally lost me. At that point, he totally lost me. And the thing about these videos is they're videos. This isn't live.
No, this is like a vlog. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm from the country. Lots of guys just go get them a pound puppy. Dogs running around. I'd show my dog, a real hunting dog, it knows when to go.
But it's I guess like if I had to like be generous with him, he's saying that like I was gonna run for president or governor. I got poisoned. And now I'm just waiting for the right time to run for governor. While all the other
Right. Well, he said, yeah, before in his life he was running around.
Yeah, now he's not. He's ready to
He's ready to hunt.
legislate.
Earned not having to do that.
Okay.
So I'm saying to you, ask your friends, let me know on Instagram or elsewhere, direct message me, and I will make the announcement within the first 10 days of January. I am thinking of running for governor. I believe that if elections are fair, and they're not.
Perfect. Now,
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius. I mean, that
Trump's made the playbook.
Yeah, he's so. I mean, that is.
It's perfect.
I love because he's gonna lose
Beautiful execution.
by a zillion. He's gonna lose. Like nobody's gonna vote for him, dude. Nobody.
He's so afraid and so insecure that he's able to just wake up every day and say that people are ganging up on him.
Yes. 150
The world's against him.
150 people are gonna vote for Mancow.
They don't want common sense approaches.
I mean, I really can't wait for him to run because I'm gonna go to a press conference for sure. I'm going right out.
I would love to
And-
get the shirt.
I need to see his speeches. I fucking need to see him stand in front of an audience and speak because he says the craziest shit all the time. Like this is a 2-minute video and he's already said 18 crazy things in it.
Here, I know what they do. If elections are fair, I will be the next governor. And you will, for the first time in your life, have freedom.
No.
I don't want to do it
What's he doing?
unless you are with me.
Okay. I'm with
In
you,
your
buddy.
prayers. Good night.
So big news. He is running. And he's been poisoned. So if people needed an update on what Mancow's up to, he got poisoned. Very interesting.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't. All right, here comes Dan Pena now. Let's Dan explains.
Dan Pena, he's the $1 trillion man. Is that what he calls himself?
Of course, yes. And he's going to explain to us why you have to be selfish. And then the subtitle of this is Dan responds to bullshit. Now,
Bullshit, like what? That says we should have concern for our neighbors.
bullshit is like, I know bullshit's been around forever. There's even a card game named after bullshit, right?
TV show.
TV show, yeah. Bullshit is in a renaissance right now
You think so?
with a certain kind of guy. Oh,
They're tired of the bullshit.
yeah, it's so much bullshit.
Okay,
dude.
okay.
So, I mean, fucking, you drive 1 minute out of town and you'll see a Trump sign that says tired of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, bullshit is
In vogue.
such a hillbilly cowboy thing to yell, I think. I feel like that's the case.
I think horse shit is better.
Hey, horse shit.
That's horse shit.
That's horse pucky. All right, so let's find out why we need to be selfish. Well, Dan.
But our dude from California or from Colorado, he was tired of the bullshit too. He had bullshit raining from the sky.
That's what I'm saying.
Evan Alexander?
Yeah. Well, I don't remember his name still. But bullshit we're in a bullshit era right now with politics. Dude,
This is like fake news again, where it's like the Democrats insist that the Republicans are doing fake news. Republicans insist Democrats are doing fake news. Everybody's calling bullshit on each other.
exactly. And it's really fun. I can guarantee in the 2024 election, maybe even in the midterms, there will be a politician that says bullshit in a speech. There will probably Beto. Remember when Beto was like all into cursing all the
Yeah,
time?
he would jump on a table and be like, "I'm tired of this damn," and they wouldn't say it.
He would say it. He would, because that's what was
Damn
funny.
bullshit.
He'd be like, "I'm tired of this damn bullshit. These Republicans," and excuse my language, it pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's what he was into. So let's find out why you have to be selfish with one of my favorite guys, Dan Pena.
There's no such thing as work-life balance. None.
That's just the stinger on his video is him screaming, "There's no such thing as work-life balance."
He's right. I've never found a balance.
It's the best way I've ever seen to open your video.
None.
And then Dan, the $1 trillion man, responds to bullshit.
His logo is atrocious.
Fiverr.
I gotta
It's Fiverr
share
shit.
this. It's a Fiverr ass logo.
It's Fiverr. Yeah.
It's a
real
fucking
bad.
hexagon with a banner that overlaps.
It is so much like when we got when we commissioned that Street Fight logo
Yeah.
on Fiverr. I've never seen it. It looks like a pocket of a pair of jeans with like really weird. I don't know. It's got a lot of crazy colors.
It says Dan the $1 trillion man. There's 5 letters. There's 5 fonts. There's a different font for every single word.
Yeah. It doesn't look classy. It doesn't. I'll say this.
Nobody would made $1 trillion would do that.
Exactly. This is not a $1 trillion logo. This is a logo for somebody that makes 50 grand a year. All right, here he comes.
Learn to be super successful. Subscribe to my channel, meathead. I'm not here to forgive you.
Okay.
I'm here to get you across the goal line as quick as humanly possible. Whether I have to punch you emotionally, slap you, spit on you, doesn't make any difference to me because I don't care what you have to say about me or what you think about me.
What's the safe word?
That's part of me is like, I wish I was that guy, but I care what everybody says about me and what everybody thinks about me. That makes me think I'm not ever going to have $1 trillion or even $1 million.
Punch and spit and slap somebody emotionally?
Emotionally.
Emotionally.
Yeah. I'm going to punch you and spit on you emotionally.
I'm gonna hold your head out the car when we're driving down the freeway and put it right next to the road emotionally.
You're going to fucking get road rash on the side of your face emotionally.
Or God knows how you feel about me.
Someone
Remember
said
I
the
said-
safe word is Ayn Rand.
Sometime yesterday, I think it was in the morning, if I had one word to describe how I wanted you to be, was selfish.
I get it.
If you're watching
get
this in the chat, I'm looking at what's behind him, right? This is at his castle. But people don't know this. Dan Pena every year does a thing for really high earner type people at a castle that is supposedly his castle.
Okay.
And I'm looking in the background currently. He has a cardboard cutout of himself. But even more interesting is right up near his head, there is a picture that says The Godfather. And it's a Photoshop of Dan Pena on Marlon Brando's head. In a frame, in a castle.
He has a gallery wall set up, is what you call it. He has pictures from the floor to the ceiling, or
Look
from
like
whatever that bottom area is.
Looks like a Five Guys.
It does, yeah. And now that I know that it's Godfather pictures of him, this is like his man cave. It looks like there's like maybe billiard balls on the upper right. Is that like a... What is in that... is that like a cuckoo clock? Oh, it's a flag.
There's a flag. There's a picture of him where he's painted with a hunting dog in like a hunting outfit.
I mean, here's the thing. You have to be so deranged to do that, but I would love to have a wall of pictures of all of me.
It would be like me printing out all of the memes.
All the memes to get made of me, yeah.
And putting them on the wall in like my success room.
Yeah.
This is my success room. I bring people in and just show them.
Yeah. Look at this one. That's Leonidas. That's me as Leonidas.
Did you see somebody made an I did that with my head on Joe Biden's body?
Yeah, I was going to share it. Maybe we should get it printed.
Yeah, it's...
Not more selfish, because none of you are probably selfish at all.
Oh, that's nice. That's a nice thing to say.
Selfish.
And that's why I crush you!
And that's why I have $1 trillion. You're fucking broke.
If I ask my first wife or I ask Sally, who they both worship the ground I walk on, they love me, but would both say, our love for Dan is transitory compared to Dan's love for himself.
I can't figure that out.
Meaning their love for me is non-existent compared to my love for myself.
Okay. I mean, I admire that a little bit. Like, I love myself. Like, I'm a big lover of myself, because that is one of the hardest things to have.
It is.
In this entire world. It's like, I would say the 1% of the 1% are, like, Dan Pena and guys like him are the only people that love themselves. Everybody else deep down inside is like, I don't personally don't like myself at all.
Yeah, I deal with it. I deal with myself, but I don't like myself.
Wish I didn't have to spend so much time with me.
Nobody loves Dan Pena more than Dan Pena.
Okay.
And the high-performance people that I have the privilege of being around, you can't be a good father unless you love yourself first. You can't be a good son unless you love yourself first.
First of all, I don't think being a good son, that bugs me a little bit, because it's like, what do you mean be a good son?
Yeah, I don't know
what that
means.
My dad just not like me? Like I'm failing my dad somehow?
What's
Fuck
the duty
him.
there?
Yeah.
I guess just listen to your parents.
Yeah. Listen, be good. Be a good boy.
Do what your parents tell you.
Yes. Yes.
Live the life that they pick for you before you were even born.
This guy looks so mad. For people that aren't seeing this, he looks so mad.
I think it comes across.
He's the maddest guy.
Yeah, he's miserable.
Yeah. He loves himself, though.
I think if I loved myself, I wouldn't have to go in front of a group of people and convince them that I love myself.
I like when he says high performance people.
High performing.
That rocks.
High performance people.
And be a good fuck all anything unless you have love, self-esteem for yourself.
That's great.
And for those of you that have...
We need it. We need more of that.
He's right, but he is saying it in a nasty way.
Yeah, he's saying in a cutthroat way. He's like, you have to love yourself so much that you don't have a life anymore. You just make money and do real estate and never sleep and never form human connection.
Yes.
Have children.
You just do real estate. I love that. He's like, yeah, I mean, your life. You have no work-life balance and you just need to do as much real estate as you can.
You wake up, you do real estate. That's all you do.
It's nuts, man.
That's the answer to that's been the answer forever.
Everybody believes it. It is so fucking wild how much people believe in real estate. Like, it's just, if you talk to a group of 18-year-olds or kids about to graduate high school, if you talk to 10 of them, you're going to get 5 real estate guys.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you just hear it all the time from young people that are like, I was going to my trainer at the gym, Peyton, and he was like, yeah, I'm just doing this until I can start my real estate career. And it's like, do you even know what real estate is? Like,
yeah, you've never owned a house. You don't know what a good or bad one is.
You're 19.
Yeah, you don't have very much experience at all. You shouldn't be in charge of selling anything.
Right. And I think real estate is a bummer of a job. like a bummer of a dream. It's like when I was growing up, real estate was accounting. It was accounting. You'd be an accountant. And that's how you're going to make all your you make a ton of money and you don't have to work hard as an accountant. And that was like the job. Now it's real estate. Gwen tells me all the time that a lot of the boys in her school want to do real estate when they get out of school. It's like a boy's job almost in a weird way.
No, I totally remember when I was even like, let's say 22 to 25, hanging out with this guy that was about 10 years older than me all the time. And he like read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, you know, and he was just like, yeah, man, like we're doing like cocaine and like drinking. It's like 7 in the fucking morning. And he would just be like, yeah, man, I'm gonna buy like a duplex. I'm gonna buy the whole duplex. I'm gonna rent out the other side so that they pay for the other thing. And I'm like, you're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
you don't.
It's not happening.
All of this, you just blew like $300 tonight. Yeah. Like you just got paid. You're not making those moves.
Yeah,
and we shouldn't expect. Like it's also what the problem is that it builds within guys' minds this idea that like the key to everything is just do real estate. It's like if your life sucks, if you ever want to change things up, just do real estate, and then all of a sudden all your problems are fucking fixed.
It also seems easy in that like you're just selling houses. There's no sort of like, it just feels like to them it's like I just go to a place and we sign the contracts and then I get a cut of what they pay for the house. I'm not really doing anything.
Yeah.
But it's like, man, there's like, I don't know if that's the case. I don't think it's a hard work, but it's
not real estate agent. Real estate agent is a horrible job.
Yeah.
Owning real estate is a different thing.
Yes. That's true. That's true.
Real estate agent sucks.
Is it?
I think it sucks.
I thought you made a bunch of money doing it. I always heard you made a bunch of money if you're a real estate agent because the commission on a house is a bunch of money. And then the more expensive the houses you're selling, you know, you got to get in that expensive tax bracket. It's a stupid job, though.
And for those of you that have children and you already know they have no self-esteem, guess where they got it from or didn't get it from? Your kids, little worthless pieces of shit that they are mirrors of you.
And that's a Will Smith slap moment. That gave me out of my seat.
Yeah, don't call my kid a little worthless piece of shit.
Yeah.
And he's saying they're worthless because they can't do real estate.
Yeah, exactly. That's why.
Yeah.
They're good for nothing. You can't work them 40 hours a week.
Yeah, yeah.
The mom's around her. That's it. And there's more to raising kids and taking them to little league games and soccer and that kind of shit.
No, there isn't, dog. You are...
Yeah. Bad dad.
He thinks he's doing that just because they asked him to go. He let his kid... He knows that his kid is playing Little League Baseball. He's never went. And because he's like... You know, there's things more important than that.
They say they don't really care because if my kid wanted me to go to the game, all I have to do is tell him, like, do you like having $1 trillion? Mm-hmm. Is that something you're fucking into? Well, guess what? I can't go to your game because I'm busy making trillions of dollars.
Kids get it. Every time I told my kid, you're costing me money, they said they want me to make money.
Yeah.
They get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't do any of that.
Oh, no.
That's bad dad. He's bad dadding it up right now. That's as bad as it gets right there. You can brag about it.
You're not offering any sort of life. That's a real person.
I know.
That's a real person that... Yeah. It's not just like a pawn in your life.
That you look at, that like, you're supposed to, like, be a part of this person's life and to guide them. And also just you should care.
It's a foundational relationship. You fuck them up forever. Whenever your relationship with your kid as the parent, I mean, I don't think everybody's responsible for how their kid turns out, but you create some deep fucking wounds when you show them that you do not give a fuck about anything that they ever did.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I am like a dude that's like...
you got
completely fucked up from that. Like, 100%. Like, a lot of what makes me fucked up is that I didn't build bonds with my parents. But even just... to like say like you're a fucking bad parent if you can't be bothered to give a shit what they're doing, or like if going to Little League is just like Like, you don't want to be there? Like, what is wrong with you fucking sociopath?
I know, he's missing. He's like, these Instagram CEOs, they take pictures, handing out little bottles of juice after Little League. I piss on them. Yeah. I'm making money while they do that.
Yeah.
I already told you, I never bought a candy, a flower, nothing.
You're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. This is the most
You're
monstrous...
disgusting, angry, vile person.
Yeah. This was the grossest I ever saw him so far.
He's really, like, it's just like telling people, like, deep down inside that hatred you have for humanity when you go to the grocery store and you want to see all these people killed, when you think the world is disgusting filth. You were right.
Yeah, that's true.
You were right.
It's actually true.
You should trample all over them.
I grew up with this guy that never left his bedroom, ever. He basically spent all of his time in his bedroom smoking bongs. And people would just filter into his house and out because his parents let you smoke weed in the house. And man, I remember going over there when I was like 20 and 22 and kind of hanging out and smoking weed. We used to watch wrestling over there and just kind of hang out on Monday nights. And I remember I quit going over there because I talked about how we were going out at some point. We're going to do something. He was like, he sounded like fucking Taxi Driver. And I never went to his house again. He was like, just scumbag. It's just fucking a bunch of scumbags. I just want them all to, fuck them, and they need to be washed away, and everybody's out for themselves. And it's like, dude, you haven't left your house in fucking 5 years. You dropped out of school in 10th grade and then didn't leave your house.
Right.
At all. To even go to a job.
Right.
And, that could be agoraphobia or something like that.
Definitely.
But it's also just like, this is not a relationship that I would be a part of.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of conservatism to me is like, people never have a joyous moment. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what you're trying to convince me of to see the world your way, when it means that if I go to like an international market, I'm supposed to be terrified of other people that have different religious practices or cultures. All of this is just, it always comes down to people are just fucking bugs that are disposable.
Yeah. It's like my father-in-law is like, the motherfucker never leaves his house. He lives out in the middle of fucking nowhere, dude. Like, out in a part of the state you've never been to or heard of.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And he lives next to an old schoolhouse. And there was a modular classroom that was left over when they closed the school. And he bought the modular classroom. So there's a bedroom and then it's just split in two. He lives in a modular classroom with my mother-in-law. And he does not leave ever. And he thinks what's going on outside.
Oh, I know.
Like the stuff that he thinks is going on, or even just like how like he gets like real super fucking racist. And it's like, when is the last time you saw a black person in real life? Like, when is the last time have you ever seen a trans person? Ever.
Right.
One time.
Even once is to have a basis for this.
Yeah. And it just is like, I don't know why. I don't know why they don't just say, look, I don't like leaving the fucking house. The problem's with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
I'm afraid to go outside.
Yeah, because
people scare me. I have a lot of anxiety about like different people and lifestyles. I don't know what to say. I have a lot of anger and hate that's like rotting away my fucking heart.
People have asked me on Twitter how I deal with my father-in-law after I've gone over there and posted about it and saying he said the N-word and all this stuff and like all this shit. And I said, I always tell him the same thing. He is so inconsequential to this world. He doesn't leave his house. He doesn't influence anybody. He's got one vote. And
he's pathetic.
Yeah, and he's going to vote for whoever the dog shit worst candidate is. But it's one vote.
I agree. That's what I've come to with my parents as well. And it's just like, they just watch TV all day.
Yep.
And I don't think that their point of view is the right one or helpful or beneficial, but they're not like thought leaders in any sort of way, and they don't bring anything, and everyone that's around them knows how fucking miserable. They make every interaction miserable and awful. They isolate themselves, and they end up like that. And until they do like a mass shooting, like they're just one vote, like you said.
They're just pure nobodies. Dan Pena is different.
Sure.
Because he's like an influencer,
yes.
And he's telling people that his way of thinking is the right way
he's getting landlords to pay him $10,000 to say, kick those people out on Christmas.
Yes. There's only like 10 seconds.
In my entire life.
That's it. He never bought a candy or a pretzel in his entire life. And
that's how
on video, Jason.
So the opening is don't think about anybody else. The closing is I never even bought candy for my kids.
Yeah. And you have to be that way. You're not going to be you're never going to be what I am.
Sure.
A trillionaire.
Right. You can try.
If you care about your children. It's just gross.
If you show up to that karate class and go watch them, I mean, you're losing money. Basically, that costs you money. Your time is money.
Yeah. I mean, guys like that. I mean, it just bums me out a little bit that there's these like really gullible people, like you said, these landlords are going to go see this fucking guy.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know what it does.
The Jim Brewer effect of like, I made $1 million and now my kids are benefiting from it and I'm fucking pissed off about it. It makes me mad. I've spent all my time and effort on making money, and then everybody else benefits from it, and they don't thank me enough. They don't thank me enough for what I do, and it's like, you're never around. And they would rather have you there just being joyful and telling jokes instead of hating them all. Yeah. Or saying, like, this is costing me a fortune.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, that was a few videos of assholes, and...
That's a new segment. We need to get a Hal Dottie theme.
Videos with assholes.
Videos of assholes.
And this guy, I want people to know also that he doesn't have $1 trillion.
Oh, no.
I don't think he has $1 billion.
I think he probably sold over his career. I'm guessing he made $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Maybe he made enough. Maybe he made $1 trillion worth of deals, I'm guessing, in real estate. That's why he calls himself that. But it's verifiable, I think, at this point, who has the most money.
Jeff Bezos.
And we've never heard Dan Pena in the same.
No. I mean, that's the thing about those guys that really, I guess, kind of is like, in a weird way, it's sort of a dream job just to be a guy that has to play rich in front of rooms of people and just scream at them and curse. Because that's what all these guys are. Everyone, Jason Capital, all these guys, they just scream and curse at you. And
people respond to that. I mean, Tony Robbins does it too.
Yeah.
These people also have a wound from their dad. That's why they're doing this. And they want somebody to tell them that they're garbage and to tell them that they're not trying hard enough and they aren't doing it. So that way they feel normal.
Yeah. It's so fucking sad. You know what I mean? It's so pathetic. It's just, it makes me depressed that how pathetic a lot of that stuff is, you know?
I can't believe you get away with that.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the most extreme example I've ever seen of one of these guys
straight up,
like, I just hate my kids.
Right. I straight up, you know what? I don't like them.
Yeah.
I stopped pretending like I'm proud of them. They're little pieces of shit that cost me money.
Yeah. Yeah. If I didn't have them, I'd have fucking more money, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is also a guy that claims that he doesn't, he's not leaving them anything. A lot of these guys claim they're
that's
not
the goal.
leaving anything. Yeah. Which is fucking evil, man. I mean, if I'm making a bunch of money, it is just to give it to my kid. That's sort of the reason like, if I was like a trust fund rich guy, it would make me so happy to die and give it to my kid. I don't want them to throw my last dollar in the casket with me.
Right.
You know? So, yeah, that's also a good point. Miss Poopy Spoons in the chat said, why did this guy even have kids?
Yeah.
Who knows? Probably just, didn't condom. But that is Street Fight for today.
Also, I mean, there's a lot of people that consider wives and kids as something that you own or that's part of a successful life on paper.
We just talked about that on Hito Brett, actually.
Yeah.
It was like a lot of these guys are like, I think I need to get married.
Yeah.
And
I need a wife.
I need a wife.
I want to acquire a wife.
Yeah, and they say stuff about like how, I want to have kids. I want my kids to play sports and I want them to play guitar and I want this. And it's like, no, you want a toy.
Yeah.
You want a fucking Tamagotchi.
Right.
Is what you want. You don't want
This
a
is The
family.
Sims. If you download The Sims and get all the mods, you can make a family with like kids that do exactly what you want. You have to accept your kid for whoever the fuck they are.
Because they ain't gonna be what you think.
Yeah, I want so many things for my daughter, but those are my things that I want.
Yeah.
Her things that she wants are not in line.
No. My kid doesn't do anything I thought I wanted her to do. When she was a kid, I wanted her to play guitar. I wanted her to speak a foreign language. I wanted her to do all kinds of stuff. And she didn't want to do that. It's just not who she is. I want her to have like all these hobbies that I could plug her into, and she's like really like doing all this interesting stuff and doing robotics and shit like that. And she don't want to do that. She wants to be a barista.
Sure.
That's it. And that's fine with me. Now, it's funny because when you're young, before you have kids, a lot of times you'll come up with all these things.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah, you start fantasy booking your child.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, there's not really. It's just not even what you're doing is you're taking all of the experience out of life and saying like you have 8 hours a day to like do whatever you want. You could slot in, all these different hobbies, and it's like, no, you need to like rest and fuck around and be bored. And there's a lot more to life than just maximizing your time.
I don't think
I've ever seen somebody maximize their time that I've been jealous of.
I think that a lot of adults have regrets from when they were like teenagers and children, and they want to save their kid from having those same regrets. But you can't do that.
No,
it's just not.
That's not the deal.
Yeah,
the deal is like you have to just. It's mystery.
Yep.
The most of life is mystery, and the more you can attach yourself to like whatever happens, the more you'll find yourself in an okay space.
Yes.
If you have expectations about how the world is going to be, or a relationship, or a kid, or any of that stuff, you're going to get fucking disappointed.
Yes. Mm-hmm. You can't control the other people in the world.
Yeah.
You're not like a puppeteer with the world around you. I mean, if anything, the world is a puppeteer on you.
Right.
All right, man. I got to go see Tony Khan's big announcement.
All right. I'm going to go do shrooms for 420 because I take it to the next level.
You got to smoke weed, man.
I'll get higher than weed. Weed isn't enough these days. I'll see you on Sunday. We're taking calls. Oh, if you're going to be in Fort Wayne, Indiana tomorrow, I'm going to Megadeth. I'm going to drive 3 hours and drive 3 hours home because I can't stop if it's that close. I got to see it in person. And find us on social media, Street Fight WCRS. The episode of Hito Brett, episode 1, will debut this Friday on patreon.com/StreetFightWCRS. So for those of you, I don't know if everybody that listens, but when you sign up at Patreon, you will get access to an extra bonus feed, and you can plug that bonus feed into your podcasting app, and then you will get, like we say every week, an extra show, bonus stuff, like the Shocktober stuff that we do, and all of that.
I think pretty soon you're going to get a Shocktober and I think a season of Holy Boys.
Okay.
So after Hito Bread, it's probably going to go into Holy Boys. So just look forward to it. It's going to be fun.
All right. Enjoy, and we'll see you on Sunday. Peace.
That's it.